There is a soft whisper within you that knows you were never meant to live in pain, fear, or limitation. Deep inside, your body holds an incredible intelligence and infinite wisdom that knows how to return to balance. Healing is not something you chase, it is something you allow. You can heal yourself not through force, but through love. Not through fear, but through faith. When you begin to speak kindly to yourself, when you begin to trust your body, your emotions, and the divine flow of life, transformation begins. Healing begins the moment you stop rejecting yourself. When you cease to battle against your body, your emotions, and your past, a deep wave of peace begins to move through you. So many of us grow up believing that we must be perfect to be loved, that we must always be strong to be worthy. That pain means we are doing something wrong. Yet true healing asks for none of that. It asks only that you come home to yourself, just as you are in this very moment. When you look at yourself with judgment, when you criticize your body, when you replay painful memories, your inner energy becomes tight and resistant. Healing cannot flow where there is tension and self-hatred. Your body listens to every word you speak and every emotion you feel. It responds to your inner dialogue far more than you realize. When you call yourself weak, your body believes you. When you say you are unworthy, your heart contracts. But when you speak words of kindness, even softly, even hesitantly, your body listens to that too. It begins to open, to breathe, to release. The first step to self-healing, then, is to become aware of the way you speak to yourself. Instead of saying, "I'm tired of this pain," try saying, "I am learning what my pain is trying to tell me." Instead of saying, "I hate how I feel," whisper, "I am doing my best," and that is enough for today. Small words spoken with love create large ripples within your body's wisdom. Healing begins when you shift from resistance to acceptance, from fear to faith, from judgment to compassion. You may have been taught to fix, to solve, or to fight against what hurts. But your body doesn't need punishment, it needs partnership. Your emotions are not your enemies, they are messengers. Every ache, every anxiety, every discomfort is a signal that something inside is asking for attention, for love, for release. When you begin to listen with gentleness rather than frustration, the healing process starts naturally. Imagine your body as a loyal friend, one who has stood beside you through every joy, every heartbreak, every sleepless night. Would you speak harshly to such a friend? Of course not. You would thank them. You would offer comfort. That is what your body longs for, your gratitude and your kindness. Self-acceptance does not mean giving up or pretending that everything is perfect. It means acknowledging what is true right now without shame or denial. It means saying, "Yes, I feel this. Yes, this is where I am. And it's okay." From that space of truth, healing has room to enter. You can't clean a wound by ignoring it, and you can't heal a heart by hiding it. The light must touch it first. Acceptance allows that light to come in. Sometimes, we fear that accepting our current state means we'll stay stuck there forever. But the opposite is true. What we resist persists. What we embrace transforms. When you stop running from your feelings and start understanding them, they begin to soften and dissolve. The moment you stop saying, "I shouldn't feel this way," you give your soul permission to heal the way it knows best. Healing through self-acceptance is a journey of learning to befriend yourself again. You may have spent years criticizing your reflection, blaming yourself for your struggles, or doubting your worth. But none of those thoughts were ever the truth of who you are. The truth is, beneath every insecurity and wound lies a powerful being, loving, resilient, whole. That essence of you has never been damaged. It is always waiting patiently for you to remember it. Each time you choose gentleness over guilt, your vibration rises. Each time you honor your emotions instead of suppressing them, your inner world becomes lighter. Healing is not a race to the finish line. It is a sacred unfolding. Be patient with yourself as you would with a child learning to walk. Celebrate small improvements, moments of clarity, brief glimpses of peace. They are signs that your energy is moving again, that your body is responding to your love. When you accept yourself, you create safety within. And safety is the soil where healing grows. Your nervous system begins to relax. Your breath deepens. Your cells start to regenerate without the burden of constant stress. You become a living example of how love restores what fear once damaged. You are not the mistakes you've made or the pain you've endured. You are the awareness that sees all of it and still chooses love. When you look at yourself with eyes of compassion, you begin to see your body not as a problem to fix, but as a miracle to care for. The heartbeat that never stops, the lungs that never rest, the skin that protects you, all of it is working for you, not against you. So, take a deep breath now. Place your hand over your heart and say silently, I am willing to accept myself. I am willing to heal. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Feel the life flowing through you. That is your proof that healing is possible. You do not need to be perfect to be whole. You only need to be willing. Healing begins with the courage to look at yourself with love, to release judgment, and to honor your journey exactly as it is. In that space of pure acceptance, miracles happen quietly. The body softens, the heart opens, and the soul remembers what it always knew, that you are and have always been worthy of complete and gentle healing. Every thought you think sends a message to your body. Each word, each emotion, each belief carries an energetic vibration that your cells listen to and respond to. Your body is not separate from your mind. It is a reflection of it. When your thoughts are filled with love, peace, and faith, your body feels relaxed, safe, and open to healing. When your thoughts are filled with fear, doubt, or resentment, your body tightens, blocks energy, and begins to mirror that inner turmoil. The connection between your mind and your body is constant and powerful. And it is through this connection that you create your health every single day. Imagine your mind as the master artist and your body as the canvas. Whatever picture you paint with your thoughts, your body expresses it. When you think thoughts like, I am weak, or I will never get better, your body hears those words as instructions. It obeys. But when you begin to think thoughts like, my body knows how to heal, or every cell in me vibrates with life, your body responds to that truth with renewed energy and harmony. You are, in every moment, programming your body through the language of your mind. Science and spirituality both affirm this. The body reacts to the mind's messages. Stress, for example, begins not in the body, but in the thoughts that create fear or resistance. The body then releases hormones and tension in response to that signal. On the other hand, when your thoughts are calm and loving, your body produces chemicals of healing, serotonin, endorphins, oxytocin. You literally bathe your cells in peace when you think peaceful thoughts. Many people believe that healing must come from outside, from medicines, treatments, or other people. Yet true healing begins within. Your thoughts set the foundation upon which every other form of healing works. Even the most powerful medicine cannot fully help if your inner conversation is one of hopelessness, and even a small shift in belief, from "I can't" to "maybe I can open doors that were once closed. Your mind can either be your greatest healer or your greatest obstacle. When you become aware of your thoughts, you begin to notice how often they lean toward fear or worry. Perhaps you wake up thinking, "I feel so tired," or "something must be wrong with me." Those thoughts, though they may seem small, send messages of resistance to your body. They tell it to prepare for pain, not peace. Instead, what if you began your day by saying, "I am grateful for this new morning. My body is resting and recovering. I am open to feeling better today." Even if you don't fully believe it yet, your body will feel the difference. Your cells are listening. They respond not only to your physical environment, but to your emotional environment as well. If you hold on to anger, your body tenses. If you carry guilt, your posture changes. If you repeat words of love and gratitude, your heartbeat slows, your breath deepens, and your entire energy field softens. Thoughts are not invisible. They are energy, and energy shapes matter. When you begin to master your inner world, you take control of your outer health. Healing doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending you feel fine. It means choosing thoughts that support your recovery rather than thoughts that destroy your hope. For example, instead of saying, "This illness controls me," try, "I am learning from this experience, and my body is finding balance." Instead of "I'm always sick," whisper, "Each day I am growing stronger." These small affirmations may seem simple, but over time they reprogram your subconscious mind, the part that controls most of your body's functions. Healing is not a fight. It is a conversation between your mind and body. When you speak words of love, your body relaxes enough to do what it naturally knows how to do: repair, renew, and restore. You cannot heal a body you resent. You cannot nurture a body you call ugly, broken, or weak. Start seeing your body as your ally, not your enemy. It has carried you through every challenge, and it continues to do its best with the instructions you give it. The most powerful healing begins when you shift from fear-based thoughts to faith-based thoughts. When you trust that life supports you, when you believe that your body knows what to do, your entire system begins to align with that vibration. Healing does not always happen overnight, but it begins the instant you change the way you think. Every positive thought you hold is like a drop of light entering your body. Enough drops, and soon you are filled with light. So let your words be kind. Let your thoughts be nurturing. Say to yourself throughout the day, "I am healthy, whole, and filled with light. My mind is calm, and my body is at peace. I bless every cell with love." Speak these affirmations not as wishful thinking, but as sacred truths. The more you repeat them, the more your body believes them, and the more your reality reshapes around them. You are not powerless. You are the creator of your health, the author of your inner harmony. Every thought is either healing you or harming you. Choose wisely. Choose thoughts that honor your body, that celebrate your strength, that affirm your wholeness. When your mind rests in peace, your body follows. And soon, what once seemed impossible becomes natural. Energy returns, symptoms fade, and balance is restored. Your thoughts are the medicine your soul has been waiting for. Begin today by offering yourself love in every thought, patience in every moment, and gratitude for every breath. When your mind is filled with love, your body cannot help but heal. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful medicines for the body, the mind, and the soul. When you hold on to resentment, anger, or betrayal, Your body carries that energy in every cell. You may not realize it, but every thought of pain or revenge sends a message of tension through your entire being. Your shoulders tighten, your heart closes, and your energy becomes heavy. The body mirrors what the heart refuses to release. You may think you are protecting yourself by holding on, but in truth, you are imprisoning yourself in the same energy that hurt you. Forgiveness is not something you do for others. It is a gift you give to your own heart so that you can be free again. When you are unwilling to forgive, you bind yourself to the past. You keep replaying the same story, reliving the same wound, reactivating the same pain. Your body responds as if the event is still happening, producing stress hormones, tightening muscles, and disturbing your peace. Every time you remember that hurt and attach anger to it, your nervous system reacts. Over time, this becomes exhaustion, illness, and imbalance. Forgiveness, on the other hand, releases the grip of the past. It sends a message to your body that says, "It's over now. You are safe to relax. You are free to heal." Forgiveness does not mean you condone the hurt or forget what happened. It does not mean you invite harmful people back into your life. It simply means you are no longer willing to let what they did define your energy or your health. You are choosing your peace over your pain. You are choosing to live in the present rather than the memory of what went wrong. The person who hurt you may never understand, apologize, or change. But your healing does not depend on their awareness. It depends on your willingness to release. When you forgive, something beautiful happens in your body. Your breath deepens, your heart softens. The tension that you may have carried for years begins to dissolve. The body recognizes that it no longer has to defend itself. The immune system strengthens, sleep improves, and energy returns. Forgiveness is not only spiritual medicine, it is physical medicine. The body thrives in peace and weakens in resentment. You may not see it instantly, but as you let go, your body begins to thank you in ways you can feel. Holding on to anger is like holding on to a burning coal. It hurts only you. The person who wronged you continues with their life, but you keep reliving the pain. True freedom comes when you finally decide, "I refuse to suffer for what someone else has done." That decision marks the beginning of deep healing. Forgiveness is not an event that happens in a single moment. It is a process, often slow, often painful, but always liberating. Each time you release a little more anger, you reclaim a little more peace. Each time you choose compassion over bitterness, you allow your body to breathe a little easier. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is yourself. We carry guilt for the choices we made, for the times we stayed too long, trusted too much, or didn't know better. But you must remember, you were doing the best you could with the awareness you had at the time. Punishing yourself for the past does not change it, it only delays your healing. Speak kindly to yourself. Whisper, "I forgive myself. I am willing to let go. I am open to healing." Self-forgiveness is the doorway to physical and emotional peace. When you let go of guilt, your body relaxes, your heart opens, and life begins to flow again. Forgiveness does not mean weakness. It is not about forgetting what happened. It is about remembering without allowing it to poison you. It takes strength to face your pain and courage to release it. The moment you forgive, you stop being a victim and become a creator. You reclaim the power you once gave away to pain. You stop waiting for justice to bring you peace and start allowing peace to bring you healing. Forgiveness is not surrendering your power. It is reclaiming it. If you are struggling to forgive, start by acknowledging the pain. Do not hide from it, sit with it. Feel where it lives in your body, perhaps in your chest, your stomach, your throat. Breathe into that space and imagine light filling it. Say to yourself, I am ready to release. I no longer wish to carry this burden. Repeat it as often as you need. Forgiveness happens layer by layer, each breath loosening the past. The universe will meet you halfway the moment you decide to let go. Every act of forgiveness is an act of love. Love for yourself, for your peace, for your future. The body cannot heal if the heart is full of resentment. The soul cannot soar if it is anchored in bitterness. Let go, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. You deserve to feel light again, to wake up without the heaviness of the past weighing you down. Say softly, I release you. I release the story. I am free. Feel how your body responds to those words. That is the vibration of freedom. That is the sound of healing. As forgiveness expands in your heart, the body begins to mirror that expansion. Pain fades, energy rises, and love flows once more. Forgiveness frees the body because forgiveness restores the soul. And when the soul is free, the body follows. Your body is always listening. Every thought you think, every word you speak sends ripples of energy through every cell in your being. The human body is not just flesh and bone. It is a living field of consciousness responding to the messages you give it. The words you say to yourself in silence, the tone in which you speak them, the belief behind them, all of it becomes the atmosphere in which your body either thrives or struggles. Speaking healing words to every cell is an act of love, a way of communicating with the sacred intelligence that lives within you. Each of your trillions of cells has its own awareness. They are not mechanical parts. They are living entities responding to vibration. When you speak words of love, gratitude, and peace, you send a vibration of harmony through your entire being. The body understands the language of kindness far better than it understands criticism. You can literally speak life into yourself. Just as plants grow stronger when spoken to with care, your body blossoms when it hears the frequency of love. Think of your body as a loyal friend who has never left your side. It has carried you through exhaustion, through heartbreak, through every storm. It has fought for you when you didn't even realize it, healing wounds, restoring balance, and keeping you alive through its quiet intelligence. Yet so often we treat this friend harshly. We criticize its shape, its pain, its limits. We say things like, I hate my body, or I'm so tired of feeling this way. These words wound. They weaken your cells, creating more tension and imbalance. But the moment you change the way you speak, the moment you begin saying, thank you, body, for everything you've done for me, something inside begins to shift. The body relaxes, the heart opens, and healing energy begins to flow again. You can start small. Each morning as you wake, place your hand over your heart and whisper, good morning, my beautiful body. Thank you for another day of life. When you feel pain, don't attack it, comfort it. Say, I see you. I hear you, I love you. I know you are healing. Pain is not your enemy. It is your body's way of communicating that something needs attention. Speak to that part of you as you would to a child in need of comfort, softly, gently, with love. Your body does not need force. It needs reassurance. Words are energy, and energy becomes chemistry. Every loving thought releases healing hormones, reduces inflammation, and strengthens your immune system. When you speak gratitude, your body creates peace. When you speak fear, your body creates defense. The more often you speak to yourself with love, the more your body learns to trust you. It begins to believe your words. It begins to respond. At first, you may not feel anything. Your body might seem quiet, distant, or unresponsive. But just like a garden that has long been ignored, it takes time for the seeds of new words to grow. Keep speaking love anyway. Tell your body you are strong. Tell your heart you are safe. Tell your mind it's okay to rest now. Tell your cells you are filled with light. The more often you do this, the more those words begin to echo inside you. What you repeat, you create. Sometimes people hesitate to speak healing words because they think it's silly or unrealistic. But the truth is, you've already been talking to your body your whole life. You just didn't realize it. Every sigh of frustration, every insult you've whispered to yourself has already been shaping your energy. So why not use that same power consciously? Why not speak the language of love and let your body finally relax into it? There is ancient wisdom in this practice. Every spiritual and healing tradition teaches that sound carries vibration, and vibration affects matter. When you say, "I love you," to your body, you are tuning yourself to the highest vibration of all. That vibration can travel deeper than any medicine, reaching places within that words alone cannot explain. You may feel warmth, tingling, or a sense of peace spreading through your body. That is your energy responding. Healing words also dissolve shame, the quiet pain that so many carry. When you tell your body it is beautiful, even when you don't fully believe it, you begin to dismantle years of self-criticism. When you speak gently to your scars, your wrinkles, your aches, they start to lose their emotional weight. Your cells begin to remember that they are sacred, not flawed. Every cell in your body was created in divine perfection, and your words help it remember that truth. So speak healing words often, not just when you feel unwell. Speak them when you are cooking, walking, resting, or looking in the mirror. Let your inner dialogue become a love letter to your body. Say things like, "I am grateful for my body's wisdom. My cells are strong and healthy. Every heartbeat fills me with peace. I am healing more and more each day." Even in silence, your thoughts are words. So let your thoughts be gentle. Let them be soft. Let them carry the vibration of peace. Your body is always listening, and when it feels your love, it will respond with its own. Through strength, vitality, and balance. You have the power to change the way you feel simply by changing the way you speak to yourself. Your voice is medicine. Your words are light. Each time you speak with love, you are blessing every cell with new life. Speak healing words to every part of you, your mind, your body, your soul, and watch how the universe begins to respond in kind. For the more love you send inward, the more life will send love back to you. Nature has always known how to heal, long before modern medicine, before technology, before cities and noise. Human beings lived in harmony with the rhythms of the earth. The body and nature shared the same language, the language of balance, peace, and renewal. Somewhere along the way, we forgot that connection. We became so busy, so distracted, that we stopped listening to the quiet wisdom of the world around us. Yet, the truth remains unchanged. Nature is not separate from you. You are part of it. And when you reconnect with it, you begin to heal. Every element in nature carries a healing vibration. The sunlight that touches your skin feeds your soul with warmth and energy. The air you breathe carries life force into your lungs, restoring every cell. The water you drink and bathe in cleanses not only your body, but your emotions. The earth beneath your feet grounds you, reminding you that you are supported always. When you immerse yourself in these natural energies, without rush, without expectation, you invite your body to return to its natural state of balance. Healing through nature doesn't mean you must escape to a forest or live by the ocean. It means allowing the natural world to remind you of who you are. Step outside and feel the sun on your face. Listen to the wind moving through the trees. Notice the way the leaves dance effortlessly, how the clouds drift without resistance. Nature is constantly showing you how to live calmly, purposefully, without hurry. The same intelligence that grows a tree, that turns a seed into a flower, lives within you. When you tune into that rhythm, healing becomes effortless. When life feels overwhelming, when your thoughts are racing and your heart feels heavy, go outside and breathe. Feel the air enter your lungs and say to yourself, I am breathing in life. With every exhale, release what no longer serves you. The wind knows how to carry away your worries. It has been cleansing the earth since time began. Sit by a river or even imagine one in your mind and visualize your pain flowing away with the current. Water is one of the greatest teachers of healing. It moves around obstacles, it purifies, and it never resists. Let that energy flow through you. The earth also has the power to absorb what your body no longer needs. When you walk barefoot on grass, sand, or soil, the earth draws out the excess energy, grounding and calming your entire system. This simple act, sometimes called earthing, helps the body release built-up tension and inflammation. It reminds your nervous system that you are safe. You can sit beneath a tree and simply rest. Trees are living beings that breathe out what you breathe in. They exchange life with you in every breath. Their stillness teaches you patience. Their strength reminds you that you too can stand tall, even after storms. Nature heals by presence, not by pressure. It never forces growth, it allows it. Flowers bloom when they are ready. Rivers carve their path slowly. Nothing in nature rushes, and yet everything gets done. That is how healing works. It unfolds in its own time. If you can trust the process as much as the trees trust the seasons, your body will begin to follow that same rhythm of renewal. You don't need to push your healing, you only need to allow it. Even the sounds of nature are medicine. The rustle of leaves, the chirping of birds, the sound of rain, they all bring your mind into the present moment. They dissolve the noise of your worries. When you are fully present, your body begins to regenerate. The present moment is where healing happens. Nature lives only in the now. It doesn't dwell on yesterday's storm or tomorrow's sun. It simply exists. You can learn this from her. You can also bring nature into your home. Keep plants near you. Let sunlight enter your room. Open a window and allow fresh air to circulate. Light a candle, hold a stone, or keep a bowl of water on your desk as a reminder of the natural elements that sustain you. These simple gestures reconnect you to the larger energy of life. Gratitude deepens this connection. When you thank the sun for shining, the earth for supporting you, the water for cleansing you, and the air for sustaining you, you align with the frequency of abundance. Gratitude opens your heart, and when your heart opens, healing flows. The universe loves appreciation. It multiplies what you honor. Nature never asks you to be perfect. It accepts you in every phase, blooming, growing, or resting. It teaches you that there is a season for everything, a time to let go, a time to rest, a time to grow again. Healing is not linear. It moves in cycles, just like the moon, just like the tides. When you stop fighting those cycles and begin to flow with them, peace returns naturally. You are part of the earth's heartbeat. Every breath you take is borrowed from the trees. Every drop of water within you once flowed through rivers and clouds. You are nature expressing itself in human form. And because of that, you have access to its endless power to restore and renew. So go outside and let the sun kiss your skin. Let the rain cleanse your spirit. Let the ground hold you steady. Let nature remind you that you are not separate from life. You are life itself. In the quiet embrace of nature, healing is not something you must chase. It happens gently, naturally, and completely, just as it was always meant to. When you learn to trust the divine flow of life, you stop fighting against the current and begin to float with grace. Life was never meant to be a struggle. It is a dance of energy, a river that knows exactly where to go. When you resist it, you tire yourself out trying to control every detail, every outcome, every twist and turn. But when you trust, something miraculous begins to happen. The path unfolds naturally, the right people appear, and solutions rise from places you never imagined. The divine flow is the natural rhythm of existence. It is the unseen intelligence that guides the planets, blossoms the flowers, and beats your heart without you even asking. This same intelligence guides your life. Every event, every delay, every ending is part of a perfect design that is always leading you toward your highest good. When things don't go according to your plan, it does not mean life has turned against you. It simply means something even better is being prepared. You may not always understand the timing of things, but that's because you are looking at life through a narrow window. The divine sees the whole picture. What looks like a loss today may be protection. What feels like rejection might be redirection. Every moment is a message. Every challenge is an invitation to trust more deeply. The more you relax into that trust, the more peace you feel in your body, mind, and heart. Trusting the divine flow doesn't mean doing nothing. It means acting with faith rather than fear. It means letting your intuition lead instead of your anxiety. When you move from trust, your actions are gentle yet powerful. You don't force doors open. You allow them to open when it's time. You don't chase. You attract. You don't worry about outcomes. You focus on alignment. The divine flow takes care of the rest. The mind loves control. It wants guarantees and certainty. But life is not meant to be controlled. It is meant to be experienced. The moment you surrender the need to know every step, the universe can finally surprise you. It can deliver blessings that are far greater than anything your logical mind could ever plan. When you release fear, you create space for miracles. If you look back on your life, you'll notice that many of the things that once worried you turned out perfectly fine, or even better than expected. That is proof that life supports you. You have always been carried, even in moments you thought you were falling. You have always been guided, even when the path seemed uncertain. That same support continues now. To trust the divine flow is to know that you are safe. It is to remember that you are part of something vast, loving, and wise. You are never alone in your journey. The same energy that moves oceans and spins galaxies moves through you. When you tune into that truth, a calmness fills your being. You stop rushing. You stop forcing. You start allowing. Every morning, remind yourself, life is on my side. Everything is unfolding for my highest good. I trust the process. Say it until your heart believes it. Feel your body relax as you affirm this truth. Feel your breath slow, your shoulders drop, your mind soften. You are no longer fighting life. You are flowing with it. The divine flow brings healing in gentle waves. It washes away fear, tension, and resistance. It restores harmony where chaos once ruled. When you trust it, your health improves, your relationships grow easier, and opportunities find their way to you effortlessly. You begin to experience synchronicities, signs that confirm you are on the right path. In moments of doubt, place your hand over your heart and whisper, I am guided, I am protected, I am loved. Then breathe deeply and allow that assurance to sink in. The divine knows what it's doing. Your only task is to keep your heart open and your faith steady. Trusting the divine flow of life transforms everything. It turns worry into peace, fear into faith, and struggle into surrender. You begin to move with ease, grace, and confidence. You understand that even in uncertainty, life is unfolding exactly as it should. So release the tension, stop trying to force outcomes, and allow the current of love to carry you forward. You are being led, always, toward your highest good,